What's up, y'all? This is Necro at the Radio Dead, Radio for the Dead, and good morning. Having an issue finding charge cords. Anybody else ever had that issue? Isn't it fun? One moment. Isn't just freaking great? Well, anyway, the reason I jumped on here this morning is because some good things are happening here. At the Radio Dead, good things are happening here, and we're going to be moving up in the world. I can't hear anything I'm saying, so I'm going to take the pop mic off for a minute here. I'm going to see if I can figure this out quick. It's a really strong microphone. It's usually used for gaming, but not glow. I recommend night glow for gaming. For streaming, I'm not sure. I know that what's it called? It's called a blue something. And later I'll knock myself in the head for not remembering what it's called. But anyway, here at the Radio Dead, Radio for the Dead, we have some good news. We're going to be moving up. We had a issue at the hotel, and nothing bad. It's actually maintenance is going to come in, and they're going to install the carpet, or not carpet, but tile where a carpet used to be. So they're replacing the carpet, and we're the last room to go. So they've been waiting on us for a little bit, and we've been waiting on the proper time to move, and we think that the time might be now to go ahead and go through with that. And the reason we say that is because next door we have the really crazy lady, and to get over that, this morning wasn't really like the last straw or anything like that. It just kind of all happened the way it was supposed to, I guess. We're going to get to move up to the higher floor above me. I'm going to specify where it is because that's stupid. But anyway, I'm not that dumb. But anyway, we're moving up the floor, and I think that's awesome. It's going to be good. It's going to be quiet. I don't have to deal with all the crazy people anymore. Or anybody that might be coming through that has gotten too drunk or something like that. We got to deal with that because they're not going to be walking to the third floor. They won't make it anyway. So it's been an okay day today, and things are looking up. And I'm really banking on the fact that hopefully we can get some better equipment, and we'll start really moving up in the world of YouTube and doing a lot better. A lot of things have been going on, and it's been really busy, so that's why I've been out so long. And it really doesn't help whenever you got a lot of crap going on in your life that literally keeps you busy from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. And other news, though, Daily Motion, we have an account there. We have an account at Reverb Nation. We have an account, well, 3 people have an account on Facebook. Stoney Foster, Francis Riley, and I myself, Clifton and Thompson, sorry. Really tired still, but anyway, guys, it's been a really good day so far, and nothing to complain about. We're going to try to get new equipment, make better shows. We really need anybody that's a musician out there that has any private music that they want to upload. Just let us know, because we're going to play all kinds of music. I've got a few apps that people can use. One of them is Power Director. They have a free trial version. If you're a hacker, you already know about it anyway, because there's stuff there. But anyway, also the second app that I'd like to recommend is GroovePad, because if you've never used Electronic Groove before, or any kind of drum pad or anything like that, a lot of people didn't like the drum box back in the day, but now it doesn't matter. It's mainstream, and it'll get you into it. It'll help you out, make some good music, and maybe you'll give yourself a break and you'll find something that you're good at. Let's see, what's the other thing? guys. Oh, I am surprised, and I'm partially proud of our citizens of the United States today. And I say partially because some of these citizens, it doesn't really matter what we do, they're going to be in power. Biden is now president, which is crazy, but either one of them would have been bad mojo. But on the other side of that, take away the presidents and who they are. This morning, I'd like to talk about as well people's ability to be a power to one another. Because see, Joe Biden, the reason that he went ahead and got elected with the electoral vote in Pennsylvania is because in Pennsylvania, the people stick together normally. Well, this time it was nearly a 50-50 change-up. And everybody was very confused as to who they should vote for. And I find that very odd because in Pennsylvania, just like Boston and anywhere else in the United States that has had anything bad happen to it, or even in the past in colonial times, whenever they all came together, that bond stayed there. And whenever that bond clicked in Pennsylvania and Boston and New York City and California and Dallas, Texas and Austin, Texas and Mount Pleasant, Texas and in other Dallases around the United States that we know people are listening from and hail from. Also, good morning to all our juggalos out there. I love you guys. And I see you there. You're watching. I see you. I see you. Thank you. Love you guys. Anyway, all those people that have a really good rapport with one another and learn to stick together where they're from, especially places like Pennsylvania, it has caused a very odd and peculiar, I guess you could say, kind of a rebound effect of politics. People split right down the middle, and just a few less than Biden were for Trump, and this was very close. On the other side of all that, though, the point that I'm making is people are learning how to bond to get together, even though they don't believe the same now, because we've had too much stuff happen literally in the past month or two that no one can explain exactly what is going on. There's been reports that the Russians and the Russian government and Putin have been involved in racketeering off of the politics, or votes have been cast, and they're apparently wrong. I don't really honestly believe any of that. There's going to be hype on both sides, but bare bones, when you stand back and look at what we have in the United States today, I got on the day of, or the morning of after votes went in, and I watched TV, and there was nothing but positivity. But on the other side of that, Kamala, on many accounts and turns, she wants to work with the president, but she also wants to do her own thing. And most of these things that she's wanting to do are more than we could afford, or more than what Biden is willing to put forth to support. He's not supporting all of the things she's doing. That's fine. But in the end, we need, as a people, we need to stand up. Seriously, this year, we need to stand up for ourselves. And we need to be heard. We need to be getting on YouTube and telling these politicians, hey, we know that you guys are on social media. You use Twitter all the time, so listen to us. Don't be ignoring us, saying that that social media is not a viable way of communication. You see what's happening to us, and you know very well that everything that you choose, you presidents and vice presidents, it affects all of us, and it affects you as well. So we have to learn to roll with the punches. We need to learn how to also stand up for ourselves as a people, and we need to also be heard, because without us speaking out or saying anything to anyone, that is the exact problem we have. It's no different than in this hotel. If someone comes in and they're acting crazy, you can bet Necro's going to say something, and it's not because I'm just an asshole, because I am an asshole, man. You know the way I talk sometimes. Come on now. It's a little condescending, but I mean it as constructive criticism. Some people just need to be You got to be hard with some people, and some people you don't. But I'm going to be hard right quick, and I'm just going to tell everybody you've been living in a false pretense for the last 10 years, and you need to wake up. We have adults that are 50 years old that are wanting to fight each other over politics. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. This should not be like that. People should not, 50 years old, fighting about politics. That's like fighting about who your favorite celebrity is and why they're the greatest celebrity. This is the same shit. I dropped my first S-bomb, I think. No, probably not. But anyway, it's the same stuff, man, over and over. And we got to quit doing that. We need to stand up for ourselves. We need to stand up for what's right, for what we really believe in. And I believe in this country, and I love my red, white, and blue, and I love my flag, and I love the United States. But these last couple years, I've been ashamed to be an American because of what we've backed up into, what we backed ourselves into. And instead of combating this social situation with this George Floyd mess, we just made it worse because politicians back up what people say because they want to control that group of people. If they say they support your idea, that group of people will immediately jump on it because the President of the United States said it was cool. That's not cool. Racism isn't cool. Racism is never cool. That's why I put that post on Radio Dead just a few days ago about whenever you put a post on a Texas Punk Society website page, you don't put being white is not punk, and then all these other racist remarks that has to do with people being involved with this George Floyd crap that's still going on. And I love George. I understand what he went through in his family, because in my family in Sugar Hill, there's been times that I've had people in my family even just get drunk, go down the road and try to kill somebody, literally. And my cousin got shot in the face for that. And he's gone now, not because he got shot, but later he got sick and he died. And it was because of complications of that injury, because he didn't have any better people around him to tell him no. So when you're surrounded by a bunch of idiots, that's what happened to George. He really was a good guy, but he surrounded himself with bad people. Other than his family and some of his friends that were really rooting for him, he surrounded himself with bad people. And if we surround ourselves with bad vibes and all we talk about is how much we hate the presidents and things like that and hate our government, then we're never going to get any farther as a nation, because they're not going to trust you guys. They're not going to trust you. This isn't WWE. This isn't even UFC. This isn't CNN. This isn't ABC. This ain't Fox Live. This is YouTube, and this is the United States of America in which we live in. Everybody needs to wake up a little bit. Nobody remembers why we start anything. People always get caught up in the actions after. Like how people talk about, let me talk about Jesus. That's cool. You got a guy, says his name Jesus. He gives you the book. Everybody goes crazy about the now, but forgets why they go to church. People go to parties their whole life, and eventually when you become a party dog, you forget why you started. It doesn't matter what kind of life you have, a good life, a crazy life, or even your job you have now. Why are you working there? To pay bills? Well, there's other ways to pay bills. You don't have to work where you're working if you don't like that. You don't have to do that. That's not up to them to decide for you. That's up to you. So every individual, as I referred to earlier, my situation this morning in the hotel, we had a person going irate in their bathroom, yelling at themselves. I knocked on the door. They're screaming back at me, hello, who is it, and all that stuff. I told them, hey, listen, more like a security thing. Hey, security, you need to chill. I watch this hotel all the time because I live here, and it's a privilege to be able to have the right to do that on this side of the hotel, because some people do live in hotels, especially right now. As bad as it's been this last year, even before the COVID, the economy was rampantly shit. I don't care what anybody says, man. It was horrible. Trump said that the unemployment rate was going up. Or down. Sorry, he said the unemployment rate was going down. That's bullcrap. It was going up. It wasn't going down. It was going up. And you ask, well, why is that? Because they've had 4 or 5 different times in the last year and a half have they sent letters to anyone who is on food stamps, Lone Star, anything like that, trying to get people to come up to the unemployment offices and take this long drawn out test and listen to all this bullcrap so they can force you to find a job that won't pay you and won't give you hours so that you can get the benefits. And I don't reap benefits for myself. We use Lone Star for my wife, and that's it. The reason that my kids aren't here with me right now is simply because of debt to this government. That's why my kids aren't here right now with me today. And they're living upstate. And that's fine. That's great. I'm glad that everybody's happy, and I'm glad they're doing what they're doing. But in the end, what we've got to look forward to and look at is, are we going to keep letting our government, state and local government in our cities do this to us? I think not. The other day I put a video up on Daily Motion, and it had music in it, and I embedded it into the website where they wouldn't be able to delete it. And the statement that I used was, we will play music. We do not care what our government says. We will be happy. We do not care what the government says, and we will seek knowledge. We do not care what our government says. Because right now our government is in shambles. And just because we got a better new president doesn't mean anything if the people don't stand up for what they believe in and say something. Sometimes to knock on the proverbial door of the White House and flood their inbox and send letters religiously to get a response. They know that we're being seen. We know we're being heard. So now it's time for them to stop hiding behind this facade of glass, saying that they don't hear us. That we people have to live, us Americans have to live in places like this, which are great places. Mind you, these are great places to live, actually. I love it. Everything is available to me. I can walk downstairs and everything that I want is outside. But still, the reason that families and Americans have been put off and put out, and the reason that the whole world hates us still, is because of the way we've run our country into the ground. And this is the truth. Radio Dead got political today, y'all. I said I wouldn't talk about politics, but you know what? It needs to be said. It needs to be heard. Real talk needs to be spoken. Because I'm tired of hate, man. I'm tired of people hitting on each other with words. I'm tired of people banging each other in the head with their decisions they make because of their own philosophy. They're so close-minded that they can't see they're destroying their country by fighting with one another. They're destroying their own livelihood or where they live because they fight with their neighbors. And this is why we live in this great country, we say. It's for freedom. But freedom to do what? Be fucking miserable? So, before I drop another F-bomb, I would like to leave you guys with this. This is Necro, the Radio Dead. Radio for the dead. I love you guys. Captain Rat loves you guys. Red loves you guys. We really appreciate you hanging. Stick around. There will be more videos. Maybe another one today. I'm not sure yet. I might get fucking bored and just keep going anyway. But, yeah, another F-bomb there. They're going to demonetize me if I ever get monetized. So anyway, this is Necro at the Radio Dead. Love you guys so much. Find us at Facebook at Radio Dead Studios. Find us on there at Our Holy Mistress, and also look at the page that is the Aramaic Ministry. But definitely hit up the Radio Dead studio page. We're on there live sometimes, and we're going to be posting music. So if you guys have any tracks, if you have any flyers, anything that you want to send to us, send it to c.n.thom22@gmail.com. That's c.n.thom, M as in Mary, 22@gmail.com. And until next time, I will sign off, and we will see you guys later. Be happy, be safe. Don't let your government get you down. Play music, be happy, seek knowledge, because we don't care what the government says here at Radio Dead. I love you guys. Peace, and I will see you later.